Hello YouTube, welcome back to some more Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. I'm Wicked Googly, and we're continuing to raid and loot this tower in the pretense that we're rescuing Natalia's family, whatever her name is. We've been doing a pretty poor job of it. My party's almost dead. We're not really running low on resources, but we're using more than we're finding. It seems like, anyways. What is that? A dead person? Looks like a jail cell. More jail cells, okay. Got a big central room over here, perhaps? A lot of dead people. Not a good sign. This cell appears to be where the Umberhulks gained entrance to the castle. Several stew pots lie in the tunnel area directly behind the cell, which seems to be their feeding area. Okay, I want to search. What's the chances that the ground is buried? What do we got here? Dog bones, dog bones. Nothing there. So we came down here. We killed the big bad trolley. We killed the big bad trolley. Apparently that was the only thing down here. Thank goodness, because I don't think I could survive much more. I guess we'll just head back. We'll head back and tell the girl that she's now the queen, because her dad is dead. Okay, and the entrance. Where was the entrance? I don't want to run into a million trolls along the way that respawned. Oh, it was along this wall. Man, my memory is not good for much. Is it the stairs? No, that maybe. You'll not be able to open this door until it's repaired. Did I find a doorknob or something to repair it? Okay, go close it. Yeah, you can have this one. Go close the door.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay. This way. There's the door. No trolls, no trolls.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
One person gets stuck. Ooh, we got.
I'll carry no more. Be on the ground if you want.
I must apologize, but I can carry no more. I have set your item
That
upon the ground.
I did not previously see.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay. Looks good.
What's on top of this?
Here you go.
On top of this.
Okay, we did also pick up a scroll of identify. Do we have anything worth identifying?
I will carry no more. Find your trinket upon the ground.
Some arrows, and some bullets. Oh, the armor. That's right. We have an armor to identify. can't use identify scrolls. Well, hooey on you. So, -1 charisma. Orc leather. The only one who would possibly use that would be this thief. He's wearing shadow armor. It's AC 4. 2 versus slashing, 3 versus piercing. She's got AC 3. Will be dead. So, this is the same as the shadow armor. A little bit better versus missiles, but you lose a charisma. Not worth it, I don't think. So, something to sell. If I had more characters that wore light armor, then yeah, sure. It's +3 leather. But, I mean, I've got a druid, a ranger, bounty hunter, but basically a thief, a wizard, and a sorcerer. I've got enough lightly armored characters. I wouldn't mind getting rid of Minsk, because it really doesn't fit in this party, and picking up some other evil character at some point. Alright, here's the news. Your dad's dead.
You've done it? They're all dead? What of my father? Is he well?
I'm sorry, I wasn't able to say it. Dead? He is... I'm sorry, I must take a moment to collect myself. You have been most kind. Please let me pay you what I can, and then... Oh no, I don't suppose I could convince you to remain here for a while. I really need... Oh no, it is my own problem. I'll deal with it as best as I can. There's no harm asking. Say your piece. It's a very awkward situation. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to deal with it. I don't have much choice, though, now that Father's gone. I didn't really like either one of those choices. My character shouldn't have cared what she had to say regardless, but I was forced to ask her. I am betrothed, you see. Yes, some powerful associates of my father roped me into that tired custom. I am to wed a brat of a man named Asaya Rowanal. I think father regretted it, but that is the way wealthy families gain status in business. He seemed quite willing to stall the inevitable, but now he's gone. Yes, very sad. What is required of me? Regrettable. What is left for you to do? The Royals, mainly Asaya, have been pressuring. They knew I was the only heir, and traditionally titles fall to a male. I fear Asaya will take control and abuse our wealth. I've worked to forge a relationship with those beneath me, but it will not continue with the Ronals in power. They are snobbish, snooty, and oh so arrogant. Poor Nalia. Coddled in wealth. Yes, that would be horrible. What is it you want? Not the type of person I would associate with either. What can I do? No. I wouldn't say what can I do. What do you want? I need a way to get out of the betrothal. I need you to do it soon. They respect the old traditions, and I think I know a way to use one to our mutual advantage. If you mean a marriage of convenience, I don't think I'm suited. That's my alarm. I don't know if it came through the mic or not. Yeah, Mika's gonna come. Yep. Okay, let's see. I could kill this man and solve your problems in a timely manner. Speak on. What's your proposal? Actually, I wanted to come with you. My father always told me that possessions were fleeting. Happiness mattered more. Let the Ronals come. If you were a warrior of some sort, we could have abused some traditions and installed you as lady. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Will you have me in your group? No. Let's see. You do not wish to fight for your home? Is there nothing I can do? You are welcome to accompany me if you wish. They will not trouble you on the road. I have no need of your company. You'll have to do what you can here. And there's little hope for my future. I will be pampered here until I become what I have hated. Then go and live your life of adventure. I will waste away here. Okay, good. Waste away. Quest completed. The Arnie's Keep has been cleared. Journal quests. Finished. So we've got Bodhi's task and go to the Harper Hold. If we go back to chapter 2, we've got the Cult of the Eyeless, which I didn't think I was going to do because I didn't want to help the Temple of Helm for nothing. Unless there was another way to go there. Journey to the Windspear Hills. They're being plagued by ogre bandits. He asks that I go to the hills to kill the ogres. He offers a bunch of money. That sounds to my liking. The hunt for this person. I have agreed to find a name named Valigar Korthala. A murderer who has killed 2 Calabusters and bring him dead or alive. According to the wizard, he has a great hatred of magic, and since wizards are distrusted in it, I feel a better chance of tracking down the man. He comes from a noble family, maybe hiding in the city or outside. One clue at least is that he has a house in the Dosk districts. Perhaps a place to start looking. Okay, so we got the Windspar Hills or the Dock districts. Meeting with Valen's mistress. Let's see. Meet her mistress at night in the Graveyard District. Well, that's probably Bodhi. Meet with the Cowed Wizard. Free Jan Jensen from prison. Collect the fee for Galen Bale. Hope of Eyeless. Let's see, a priest of some kind. Join the worship. Okay, so there might be another way to do the Cult of the Eyeless thing without the Temple of Helm. Nintendo. It's not working. Yeah, it needs batteries. So, of our choices of what to do, since we're already out here on the road, we could continue over here to the Umar Hills, and then to the Windspar Hills, and that sounds good to me, and just see what we
Tell
find.
me, how did you get into adventuring? It is a dangerous business, as you well know. Any one of us could die without even a moment's notice.
I didn't get so much into adventuring as it was forced upon me. Forced upon you? What do you mean? My stepfather was killed by a man who was looking to kill me. I was alone with no place to call home when I started on this road. Tell me more about this man who killed your stepfather. His name was Sarevok. He was obsessed with the power of our father and wished to kill me to prevent me from taking it. Who is your father? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. I have seen many strange things here in this land. I have very little incredulity left in my mind. Okay, that just doesn't sound right. As you wish, my father is dead. My father is the dead god Baal, or Baal. He had premonitions of death before the time of travel and arranged to have children. Sarevok and myself were the only 2 that I know of. I have no further details that I wish to depart. As you wish, I was merely curious. Yeah, sorry dude, I'm not telling you that. What do we got here? Garus the Herder? Melik? Dale the Herder? Okay.
Oi, Mayor, when is this crisis going to be solved, eh?
Aye,
Me and mine need to get back to herding, we do, for the wolves have gobbled me flocking tight.
Calm down, everyone, please. I assure you that everything that can be done is being done.
And what is that? Aye, you hired a group of those adventurers, didn't you? Where in the abyss are they? Well, they haven't come back yet, no? Oh, we're doomed. Doomed! We must flee the village. We must flee before more people go missing. Now, people, come. This is no time to panic. Please, listen to my husband. Yes, well, we're looking for another group of adventurers here to handle the situation. To kill them ogres and evil kin, you mean? Yes, ever since the band of monsters moved into the area, we've had nothing but trouble. They're eating people, that's what. You're both daft. 'Tis the wolves that have been wandering the hills, sure enough. Hungry they is. 'Tis not wolves, you fool. 'Tis Umar herself, returned to haunt us and steal our children. Umar, don't be telling that folk tale now. Can't you see that it's the ogres, plain as the truth? People, please, we must first find out what happened to our ranger, Morella, and then track down the source of these murders. More adventurers will come soon. Well, they can't come soon enough. You best be doing something, Mayor, or we need to be fleeing to the city for our safety. I'm trying to do something. Everyone remain calm. Panic will not help. I'm going to return to my home now. Everyone, go home, please.
Yeah.
Okay, investigate the deaths in the Umar Hills. Okay. Well, it sounds like Lady Umar or whatever, the thing that they most said, like, don't mention that folktale, that's probably what it is. I don't necessarily remember, but I don't know if that's linked to the quest of kill the ogres for 10,000, or if it's a completely separate quest. We got some houses. We got some people here. Remember your obligations elsewhere, please. So we have to go to the Harper Hold and at Kentla as soon as possible. Stole your one gold piece. Alright, lady.
You look like a good enough
I beg you, my
sort.
lady, please help us. Find out what's killing everyone.
Hello. I don't recognize you. You must be new to Imnisvale. Is there something I can help you with?
What's going on here? You need an adventurer? Yes, we are. Bliss Lathander has delivered us. Oh, my lady, you have no idea of the dire straits my little village is in. You'll help us then? Depends on the reward. Well, my village is in dire need. I tell you what, if you end the murders, I will give you the armor that belonged to our first ranger protector. That was my ancestor, and I've kept it. I'm told it was wrapped up by some strong protective magics. I'd be happy to offer it, and some gold, to save my village. Alright, tell me what's going on then.
We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
People murdered on their beds, their bodies disappeared. Bodies found with the skins inside out. Normally, we would have turned to our local ranger protector to aid us in a time like this, but our ranger... Rella has finished. Ranger's coming home in a few minutes. Several men went to their cabins southwest of the village, and they found no signs of her. It's not like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. Soon after, shepherds and farmers from the outlying holds began disappearing. People heard strange noises at night, and we have no ranger to turn to. Everyone's frightened, but they're scared to leave as well, else they get caught out in the wilderness by whatever's been doing the killing. And, of course, everyone has ideas of what's behind all this. 'Tis the ogres, my husband. You know it is. My wife, Ina, and yes, many people think that it's a group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began. Likely is, too. Yeah, Nika's coming. Don't worry. They're in the hills, too close to the village, I say. Yes, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here. Of course, others think it's a pack of very large wolves that have been raiding the hills for some years. And still others claim Umar herself, the great witch of the hills, has returned. Legend has it she was responsible for the deaths of much like these ones. Pah, that's just old legends. Umar's been going on for 500 years, my husband. Yes, true, I suppose I should warn you. I've already hired a famous knight, Mazzy Fenton, and her troop, but they haven't been back. Bah, tales of Umar are nonsense, I can assure you, nor does it sound like the work of ogres. We should check the cabin, if anywhere can be stolen. Wolves, ogres, witches, oh my, it is too much for Meek's poor head to comprehend. Which of these are evil? The edge of my sword shall find the truth. To be honest, I think you should check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. So, will you help us? I will make an attempt. Oh, most excellent. Please, my lady, go to Morella's cabin and find where she's gone. My men are too frightened to go that far from the village. Her cabin is west of the village in the valley. It should not be hard to find. There are other cabins in the hills abandoned for many years. Or go north from here to the river and find that Madolf and his beasts. I have little doubt they are responsible for all this, but we must be sure. I am relieved you have decided to help us. You have the run of the village, my lady. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to me. Oh, my glorious day. One step closer we come to being true heroes. Yes, indeedy. Even little Boo's fur stands on end from his anticipation. Okay, what I really need to find is a shop. So maybe we will find that
Well,
here.
we have the whole of Amna around us. What course shall we take?
Are you asking for a geographical or moral answer? Moral, most definitely. I must watch the overall balance of things, and you may figure largely in the tipping. It is because of what you are. I was merely curious about how you're coming to terms with being a child of Gaul. It is important for you to take the right path. I will take the path I wish. Ultimately, you will, but others like me have to deal with the outcome. I am Harper, you know this. I should hate for us to end up on opposite sides of a coin. Oh my gosh, you hear it. That's why as soon as I find another healer, I'm kicking you out of the party. Okay. Wizenop the Innkeep. Let's hope I can buy and sell stuff with you.
Never had rats. No, sorry.
Hello to you, and a good day. I am Vincenzo, and I offer you the services of me humble little inn. There are a lot of things to be said about your inn, Vince, but humble ain't the one I would be picking, aye? Hush, boy, and keep calling me Vince, and I'll have you strapped o'er a log. The name's Vincenzo. That's a lot of rot. You hears that name from a Sembian trader, and suddenly you're putting on airs. Pfeh. Never mind the boy. He's an ignorant lout I took in out of pity, a simpleton who doesn't know his place. Is there aught I can do for you, my good lady? See your services. Of course. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we've got rooms and ale. Okay, I'm not ready for any of that yet. I was hoping to find someone to sell stuff to. We've got a book merchant. Hello, book merchant.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub
Sorry,
together.
ain't got much in the way of tomes today. Been real slow here. So I shipped most of my stock to Atkatla. Ain't talked to anyone in weeks, actually. Okay. Something about the events lately? Aye. That it has, though there have been quite a few old books turning up here and there to make it worthwhile. Nothing startling, but I get by. Enjoy your stay as best you can.
Well met and welcome.
Some snotty little kid. What do we got here? Midmingling?
Useful gadgets I have.
Yes,
Yes, I
want
do.
exactly. If you want to buy something, then say so quickly, because I've got enough time to spare for the likes of you. Sure, let's see what you have. Okay, he's got ale, necklace, dagger, morning stars, bullets, potions of master thievery, potions, and a gem bag. I would like a second gem bag, for sure. And what would I like to sell? I would like to sell to you this orcish leather. I would like to sell to you this katana. And the potion of strength. And this quarterstaff. These bracers. And the spear. Okay, what else? A whole bunch of bullets. Non-magical scimitar. Got a whole bunch of arrows. Sell all the gems. Okay. That's all he had. Aha. Okay, sell the composite longbow, sell the splint mail, sell the +1 longbow. Keep the mace for now, and we can sell the potion of defense. I don't think I need that. Book of Kazaa? Can I sell that? I don't know if that's required for something yet. Sell the armor, the battle axe.
I want it. Papa,
Things to identify. No, I'm pretty sure I wasted all my spells identifying nice stuff. Hey. Thanks for your services. What else do we have?
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Ah, good day to you, ma'am. It's nice to see a new face in the village for once. We haven't had many travelers through here since all these killings began, naturally. I'd be pleased to show you some of the goods I have to sell, though I must warn you. Our mercantile company hasn't had much opportunity to deliver lately, so goods are scarce. Alright, let me see what you have to spare. Necklace, daggers, swords. Absolutely nothing magical that's worth buying. Okay, sorry. Well, let's ask you about the killings. What's wrong? What do you want? This? No? This? I don't know what you want. What do you want? Cookie? Oh boy. Okay. Blah blah. Okay. I want to know about what you know about the killings. Ah, now that's a tale and a half, mind you. Don't listen to the dribble of these villagers might tell you. They'd have you half believing that a 500-year-old witch is on the prowl. You see, the real story is that there's a pack of wolves that decided to come into the village area here and pick people off. You can't even travel much unless you got an armored guard. Makes for poor business, it does. Our company thought it was a good thing when we won exclusive rights to Imnisvale from the council. Now it's just losing us money. Shh. Okay. I don't care why she doesn't just leave. Okay, so people think it's either the
You'll
wolves or the
find
ogres,
no better
but
prices in
someone
all.
said something
I
about skin
guarantee
being
it.
turned upside down in their beds, and that doesn't sound like wolves or ogres, so I really would have to think it's the witch or something else. It's not anything anyone suggested. Well, let's see. I know one of these days the ogre's going to come down and massacre me, just like the other villagers. I never thought something like this when I became a merchant. Let me see what you have in stock. Shields. +1 small shield. +1 plate mail. Okay. Nothing better than what I already have. And what do you think about the killings? Oh, it's a terrible thing. People dying left and right. You can hardly find a customer anymore. That's probably okay because no one will restock me now anyways. Somebody should do something about those ogres, though. Okay. So, another person that thinks it's the ogres. And did I ask this guy what he thought? Oh, okay. You got Vinzo, what do you think about the killings? Tales of the Witch. Go ahead, I got the time. Like I said, we've family been around these parts for a long time. We're back when the witch herself plagued these lands. Several hundred years ago. Okay, I'm not done yet, okay? Mika's on her way. Just wait a few minutes, please. Back here when the witch plagued these lands several hundred years ago, Umar was a wicked one. No one ever saw her except when she came down from the hills to steal some unfortunate souls, shepherds, babes, anyone who weren't careful. She'd torture them. She could hear their cries during the night. People tried to find her, but only the victims' bodies would turn up, mutilated and dead. Don't know why they just didn't kill her. Because they couldn't find her, you stupid boy. Were you not listening? And besides, she were a powerful witch with plenty of magic for any fight. Strange thing is, Milady Umar just vanished one day. Maybe she were killed, maybe not. But every century or so, it said she comes back to the hills. Haha, that is where it gets funny, right? Sorry, that is where it gets right funny, your story. I'm warning you, boy, you'll be put on your ass faster than you can blink if you keep this up. Ahem, as I said, every century or so she comes again. People disappear, tortured in the hills, and only sometimes are the bodies found. Once Umar sated herself on blood, she returns whence she came. This is just like them other times. People forget so easily. 'Tis the witch, I tells ye. Has nobody tried to find the witch in recent years? Well, there were a group of mages some years back who came. Young ones, apprentices. I gathered 2 fellas and a young lass, sure enough. They were sent by their master to look upon the Umar witch, or so they said. Nice enough group, but 'twere obvious they expected nothing. I remember 'em. They were all right for mages. Lots are nicer than Germian feller. Now he should go and soak his head. Aye, true enough. Them 3 went into the hills, and they were never found again. Except for the lass's journals, we found these myself out in the woods. More victims of Umar herself, sure as daylight. You can read it in the lass's journal, sure enough. Can I look at the journal? Aye, you can. I had a copy or 2 done up by a scribe friend of mine some months back. You can have one if you likes. A copy or 2? More like you got a whole storeroom full of copies of that journal. You bleedin' banana. Well, so what if I have? 'Tis a good story, more or less. Make me bloody rich one day. And then where will you be, you little rugrat? More than likely worth the journal yourself, I'd wager. I did nae such thing. Here you go, my lady. Use it as you will, but beware the witch if you goes into the hills. She's not sated yet, not by a long shot. Okay, so I gained a journal. Journal seems to be of an apprentice mage, telling of her expedition into the Umar Hills with 2 other apprentices in search of evidence for the fabled witch. The tale is hard to believe, but seems to relate the group's horror at getting lost and being hounded by an unseen predator during the nights. The script is in a panicky feminine hand, and the last page can barely be made out as follows. Sorry to Josh mother. I'm sorry about what happened to Mitchalis. There is something out here with us. We thought it to be peasants, but peasants aren't this clever. Josella says it's the witch. I hear her when I sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want... The journal ends here. Okay, don't go to sleep. Don't go out into the hills and go to sleep. It's nice that he gave us the book for free when he said he was going to get rich off of it. Okay, well, before I go wandering into the wilderness of the hills, looking for a ranger's house and investigating other abandoned shacks, I will be ending the episode here. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.